Hey guys, I'm Pramod Parasar and today we will learn about masking and I'll clone myself using it. So for a demo purpose, let's suppose we have these two videos. Let me drag drop them to our timeline. This is red and this is blue. And as the name suggested, the red one is showing only the red color and the blue one is showing only the blue color. It is fine as the first one, the red one completes, the second, that blue one starts to play. Now what will happen if instead of putting them side by side, I put them on top of each other. For example, the blue one is on top of the red one. So the red one is not visible anymore because the whole part is covered by the blue one. Actually, there are some few ways through which we can, make sure that the below video is visible. Let me show them quickly. So we can scale down the video, the top one, that one, the blue one. We can scale it down, let's say to 50. So its size reduced to the 50% of it, and now the underneath video, which is red one, is visible. Let me increase its size. Yeah. So now as you can see that now the top video is reduced by 50% and that's why the below video is visible. Now for the top video we can change its position as well. These are like x and y coordinates. You can do it with the help of mouse as well that way. But still as we can see that the whole video is visible although its size is reduced, but still the whole video is visible. But what we want is that we want to show only a specific part from our blue video, not the whole video. So let me reset its position and scale, and then let's come here. This is under the opacity. We can see there are these options. So this is the circle, as you can see. Now only the part which is masked on the blue video is visible now, not the whole video, only the part which is specified here, something like that. We can go with this square as well, or we can go with the freehand, like something like this, right? Let me delete the first mask and second mask. We can rename it from here. Right click on it, rename, and give it any name, like freehand, something like this. Or you can put it anywhere. You can increase its size as well. So I think you got the idea that whatever the part you want to specify from your video which will be visible, that is masking. There is one more useful functionality that I would like to tell you, which is the inversion of your selection of the mask. So for example, this is the area that we have masked from our clip, and we want to invert the selection. That is, we want to show the other part of the video other than which is selected. For this we will need to click on this inverted checkbox, and here you can see that now the specified area is actually blank. It is showing the bottom red video, and all other part which is like not specified by our mask is visible now. So we can invert the selection and we can toggle it from here. So let's start guys. We will start with the shoot. The things that we need to remember is that we will be using a tripod, and we will make sure to lock the autofocus or brightness so that the focus and brightness would be same for both the footage. So let's jump into the Premiere Pro now. Let's start by importing our footage. We are importing both of our footages. Here they are. Now let's drag drop your footage to your timeline panel, and as soon as you will drag drop it, it will create a sequence, and sequence will have the same parameter as of your footage, like frame size and display format and everything, the frame rate and everything. They all will be matching your footage, and you can change it if you want, but for the sake of this tutorial we do not need to do it, and that's why we are just leaving it as it is. Now we have our footage. We will see it that here the person is coming and doing some gesture from the left side. Now let's drag drop your second footage on top of it, and let's see. Here the person is coming from the right side and doing some gesture. Yeah, so as we know that what we will need to do that with the help of this pen tool, we will just create a mask in our top layer, something like this, and it will specify that only this area of your top footage is supposed to be visible, and that's why the bottom footage would be visible as well, and that area of your top footage will be visible. So there is one more thing that you can increase the feather if you want. Let me show you what feather is. Let me disable the bottom layer and let me increase the feather. As you can see, with the help of it, the footage will blend better with the bottom footage. And if the feather will be, let's say, 0, it will be showing a hard line. It will be showing a hard line with bottom footage, and as soon as we will increase the feather, it will blend much better with the bottom footage. Now let's enable it. Yeah, now let's run it. There we go. Here it is that simple. A two-step process. Just drag drop your footage and mask your top layer, and you will be able to create a clone of yourself. Let me show you one more thing, that how we can actually animate our mask. So for this, let me delete this one, and let's go to the start of your clip. Now create a mask where you are not showing your person in the initial stage, and then you will click on this icon, which is like a clock. Just click on it and it will create a keyframe. And now let's move some frame ahead. Let's somewhere here, and then change the size of your mask, something like this. Yeah, so it will create another keyframe here, and when we will move from here to here, the size of the mask will be changing. So it is something like we are animating the mask. So let us see how it will look now. As you can see that here the person is appearing out of nowhere, which is kind of cool. Now we can export our footage. Here, media, give it some path, like okay, footage, call export, and change the name to cloning, and it is a high bit rate H264, which is actually compatible with all the social media, like YouTube and Instagram and everything. Now let's export it, and now we will see the final result. You can follow along the tutorial even if you are not using Premiere Pro, because almost all leading softwares uses masking. They may call it with different names, but technique would be the same. I believe we are done with masking now. I'm adding some of my footage that I have created and have posted on my Instagram page. You can check them out on my Instagram if you want, and I'm adding them here so that you can see what we can do using masking technique. I'll be covering them in my future tutorials, so stay tuned guys. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.